Man should not rule over man. Let knowledge rule again. The book of light, book of books, and savior of mankind. Aum.
Here we are again, dear friends. That went longer than I thought. It went deeper than I thought. But we said here something that the Upanishad and the Vedas are lower than the book of light. And we have to reveal it, we have to prove it, we have to... And you may be the judge to say that. With the Upanishads, and I have here excerpts from the English Book of Light. The general mode of Indian thinking. The Book of Light is also in harmony inasmuch as it sought to find the Attar, to find the Attar. By taking away from it everything inessential to us. What is inessential to you, I ask you? I don't ask you to what do you cling. I ask you what is inessential to you, if you would not cling to it. It's you. It's you. Without abolition, or with the abolition of perception and sensation. But you don't like that state of being. I understand that, hey, I was the master in being attached to the senses. I had all the beautiful women of the world. All of them. Yeah? Including Soraya. Most powerful women, more or less. Who cares? No, I don't want to brag. Listen. I feel like Mike Tyson, who always said, listen. He is a highly intellectual man. I tell you that much. He said, I wonder how it is to die. Okay, now. Where do I begin? Tell a story of how great a love can be. A love story that is deeper than the sea. Much deeper. Now, what follows the Vedanta of the Upanishads during the epic era of the Mahabharata. And there it went to the core of man. Not completely, but very deep. With the general mode of Indian thinking, the Book of Light is also in harmony inasmuch as it sought to find the Attar. By taking away from it everything inessential to us, that's clear. I mean, if I want to know how I look naked, I take that off. I'm still there, right? Good. The Book of Light brought this method to its highest classical perfection by substituting for the fundamental question. And I asked that question, and this is here written in Sanskrit, and an excerpt here. What is the Atman? The Atman. Atman. In German, Atman means to breathe. Okay. I could talk 5 hours about that, but what is my I? By I mean the I. What is the Attar, the self? In any case, not. So you see, the problem of the Vedas was the following. And And here comes the hammer of truth. The hammer of truth. The Book of Light is a hammer. You want me to lift it and crush it on your head? It will be dead by its weight. I don't do that. The Vedas ask, what is my I? What am I? They ask, what am I? No? The Book of Light asks, what am I not? Since 150 trillion years on this earth, mankind had searched in the wrong direction, outside. Look what they did with it. They destroyed this planet. They soiled it. Murder, death, crime, hunger. Why? Well, can't you see? Because they looked outside. But the truth, these people are nice people, beautiful people. They just looked in the wrong direction. That's how we learn. Now the Book of Light is there. Now it's there. Oh, I mean from that. Wait a moment. Oh, what a shock. Excuse me. Sorry. I apologize to the Book of Light. God. Ooh. Wait a minute. Hello. Are we there? So, 2,500 euro. I don't take a cent from it. It's just a production. That cost production cost. And I'm happy. The 20 people already got that. Well, thousands of people got das Buch des Lichts and the German version. And this here, by the way, is very interesting. Divine message from the true God Nirvana. And no creator God is meant by that. I'm not an atheist. So, where was I? The Maha Chohan says to me, fool! Stick with it! Don't sidetrack. So, what is, the Book of Light asks, not what is my I, like the Vedas do. They ask, what is my I? No, the Book of Light asks, what is my I not? What is the anatta in any case not? What is in any case not my I? What is anatta? Everything that you are not, everything, listen. I mean, a 5-year-old can understand me. Everything that you are aware of as arising and passing away is not you. Otherwise, you would not be aware of the change. I mean, it's not difficult to understand. Okay. What you behold in yourself to perish, and through that bringing suffering to you. Don't you suffer when your child dies? While you still survive? Don't you suffer that the loved one die? While you survive, do you suffer? Because of your attachment to that which arises and passes away. I don't say you should not be attached. I just explain to you, according to the Book of Light, your state of suffering. And even if your loved one is still there, the greater problem, even if she's with another one. I tell you something right now. Glory to the Book of Light. There is no life. There's only death. There's only dying. The birth is the beginning of the death process. And let's put it again, the fool Lanoo speaks. Death, no, dying. Dying, the beginning, birth is the beginning of the dying process. Death is its end. You never lived. Never. You die. Over and over again. Life after life. Death after death. Glory to the Book of Light. Now, what I behold in myself to perish, this is what the Vedas teach too. They are completely right. And with the setting in of this perishableness, to bring suffering to me, cannot possibly be my I, my Ata, but must certainly be not the I, be not me, but only that to which I cling. Am I this jacket? No. But people cling to their forms as if I would identify myself with the jacket, and if somebody takes it off, then, oh, it hurts. Dear friends, listen, I'm a German superstar still. I discovered that everything in the world is dissatisfying. This is the truth. Okay, now. What I behold in myself to perish, and with the setting in of this, how's it called, perishableness, to bring suffering to me cannot be me. Or I'm a masochist. Are you a masochist? Do you love to suffer? Oh, most people are masochists. They like to worship a naked corpse nailed on a cross. Are you insane? So, now, if you follow the Book of Light and you understand that what brings suffering to you cannot be yourself, but this criterion, you investigate all the components of your personality, and now we come to the core. Body, sensation, perception, activities of the mind, cognition, faculty. And if you found them all to be what? What? Transitory. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Are you a Muslim and a Christian? And you fight against this truth? You want to go to war again? Everything recognizable in you is inessential. Neither Atman or Atta. Now think with me for a moment. You lose your whole body, and together with this all capability of sensation, and all cognizing of every kind, what remains? What remains? I mean, we are still with both legs, feet on earth. No pseudo-esoterical nonsense like it is on the internet. No. My I, my Atta, what I really am, is certainly not in any way touched by the establishment of what is not the I, not the Atta. How is the result of the Book of Light investigation to be interpreted that everything is anatta, is not the I? I mean, I don't think much of Einstein, Albert Einstein, but he once said, interpret not, but acknowledge. Acknowledge what I said right now. Whatever you are aware of arising and passing away is not you. You may cling to it. You may be attached to it. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, do it. But it's not you. You desire it. And how you desire the transient and you suffer from it since 150 trillion years. So the Book of Light begins with the reawakening of the entire universe. The human mind can bring you to detach from the entire world. This is a situation of Indra. I cannot quote Indra without insulting Buddhists, not Buddhists, Brahmin and Krishna. Are you aware of the incognizability of the condition into which we should be transferred at our last death? Our last death means, if no more desire for this world is in you and for the other worlds. Okay. This is nirvana. It is not at all incognizable. Because you see, the Book of Light speaks of the seer of Nirvana. Nirvana is also anatta. I mean, I see that this is not for you. It's for me, not for you. Maybe for one or two of you. But the question remains always, what is my real I? What is my true atta? If my real I is entirely and absolutely incognizable, then even the question, what am I? What is the atta? Is wrong. We are asking, listen, we came into this world asking wrong questions. This is because ignorance caused us to leave the source. We ask, who am I? It's the wrong question. If you want to ask better, who am I not? The entire world, science, universities, religions, philosophy, psychology, psychiatry, jurisdictions are based on wrong asking. You are all insane because you ask, who am I? I don't ask anymore, who am I? I ask, who am I not? And some of you from the Book of Light ask the same question, and that is good. Who am I not? What is the atta? I don't ask. I ask, what's the anatta? What am I not? What is that which I am not? I can ask that. What I am not is transient. Or, do you know somebody who still lives from 500 years ago? Or 100 or 200? Come on. Book of Light teaches that Atlanteans were 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 years old. The skeletons were 10 times more than today. They were laughing about me. Now they found out, they found skeletons from giants and so forth. Good. So, while I behold in myself to perish, and thus to bring suffering to me to the extension of my attachment to it, cannot possibly be my atta. It must certainly be not the I. It is the forbidden fruit from the Bible. It is the forbidden fruit from the Bible. That's what it is. Nobody wants to understand it, or just a few people. This is the result. Christian Ander's superstar, still #1 in the disco charts. Look it up. Since over 50 years, is the result of an error. And you want to listen? I don't want to entertain you here much. You want to be saved from the suffering of the transient? Well, let go of it. Let go of it. You're a man, you're a woman? No, you're not. You have a penis, you have a vagina? No, you have not. Okay, now. You see, when I see the Sanskrit as a criterion of what is in no case essential to us, what therefore can be separated from us, without ourselves being touched thereby at our core, then has been laid by the Book of Life to the formula, what I behold in myself to perish, and with the setting in of this perishableness to bring suffering to me, cannot possibly be my I, my atta, but most certainly be not the I, anatta, I criterion that is obviously infallibly right. You're not your penis and you're not your vagina. You can cling to it. And you can do your motivations and your, how's it called when they sell their stuff on the internet. You will wake up one day. So, oh my God, this is so overwhelming. I knew once somebody, she said, that dirty Jew will never touch me. And she permitted him to touch her because he was very rich. And now he has his children. And every night he is going with his ugly face, as she said, over him, over her. Well, that's your karma. Not everybody can be as beautiful as I am. It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm kidding. Sanya Vedayatani Rodha. When you succeed in separating yourself from body, sensation, perception, activities of mind, all your cognition, by annihilating, glory to the Book of Life, all perception and sensation, Sanyavata Nirodha, then returning to the body to experience new sensations, new perceptions, new activities of the mind, new cognition. You can do that, but you will see it's not me. And this is why the Book of Light gives practical proof that your I, your true Atta, is essentially different from all the elements of personality, and the Vedas deny that, or they don't teach it, or they didn't understand it, or they don't know it, or whatever. Therefore, from the I can see the full. Dear friends, there are many who are much more evolved than me. I babble along and I try to tell you something, and I try to live according to it as much as I can, but I must say, there are many that I know that live better along that knowledge. I just promise to pass it on to you. So if you take me as a guru, you must have a screw loose. You understand me? This is guru. So now, from the German Book of Light, we see, is it really so difficult, dear Veda friends, and Upanishad, and Brahmins, and Krishna is Hare Hare, Brahma Brahma, Krishna Krishna? Yes, it's okay. Listen, there are high Krishna heavens. They're beautiful, much more beautiful than anything on earth. Oh, are they? And these people, they experience the glory and bliss of those heavens, of those lokas. Iti maya shrutam. And they are right to enjoy the bliss. I don't say you should not enjoy the bliss of the higher Krishna heavens. No. I just tell you, there's something else. And your Krishna heavens are transient, perishable. If you want to enjoy transiency, perishableness, no problem. But is it so difficult to understand, even for the Vedanta, that our true self is free from all definition? Why do you want to define? If you want to define that which you are not. You see, the problem that science of today does, they define the anatta and they build their world on it, and they soil the planet more and more, instead of using or returning, guided by the Book of Light, to create a condition for all the beings in the universe to return to the source. Iti maya sutta. Oh yeah.
Should not rule over men. Let knowledge rule again. The Book of Light, Book of Books, and Savior of mankind. Aum. Politicians and religion are the fall of man. We don't need no institutions and no government. All we need is that which bonds united us all. Let the angels' teaching be your guiding star. It is the book of light, the book of light and love. With the book of light, you're guided from above. no Bible and Quran. We have that where they all come from, in our very hearts. We are the new generation of innocence and peace. Knowledge is our leader, the truth shall set you free. It is the book of light, the book of light and love. With the book of light, you're guided from above. Living in a world of peace. With the book of light, the book of light shall be. The book of light, the book for you and me. And in the darkest hour of Kali Yuga,